Welcome, friends and collectors. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be doing a live unboxing and review of the 5 vehicles in the 2022 Hot Wheels Kart Culture AutoStrasse set. Now, this is a set of 5 some lesser-known European cars, and I'm really excited because I bought this case from my friends at jcardiecast.com, which is where you can go and buy yours right now if you are watching this video on the date that it was uploaded. Now, you'll notice that there are 10 models in here. This is a 5-piece set, so ideally, we hope to find 2 of each car. Because this is a sealed set and this is car culture, we also have a really good chance of potentially pulling the black chase piece from this car culture set. So, enough talking, let's get this thing open, try our luck, and see what's inside. Again, as I'm doing this unboxing, you can get this at the link in this video's description from jcardiecast.com. If you are not familiar with them, they are my go-to for everything 1/64 scale, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Mini GT, chase pieces, Auto World, Greenlight. They have it all. Okay, with that said, as you can probably already tell, we are lucky in the fact that we have 2 of each model, so let's begin the case unboxing. We have number 3 of 5, the Lamborghini Urus, or as I used to call when I was a young boy, the Lamborghini Uranus. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But anyway, there is the model. Now, Hot Wheels did 2 versions of this. They did the concept for the Urus as well as the updated one. Now, I know this says Lamborghini Urus and not Lamborghini Urus concept, but I believe that this casting is the concept casting. I could be wrong there, but anyway, let's all take a moment to admire the always impressive and eye-catching Hot Wheels Premium AutoStrasse card art that we find on these sets. Again, this is number 3 of 5, and on the back of the card, here is all your copyright information, your UPC code, as well as I said, the other 4 models in the set: a 72 Mercedes-Benz 280 SEL, the Lamborghini Urus, the BMW M3 E46, the 1973 Volvo 142 GL, which I believe that would be the black chase piece, and then finally we have the Alpine A110. Sorry, everyone, had to pause momentarily there, as luck would have it. As soon as I started doing this unboxing, the UPS man came, so I had to greet him at the door. Anyway, continuing on with the unboxing, here is the second of the Lamborghini Urus. Both of these, of course, are in this bright orange color. Next, hands down my favorite out of this whole set, the 1972 Mercedes-Benz 280 SEL 4.5 liter. Take a look at that paint. And again, let's admire the artwork for a moment. But holy cow. And yes, we're going to open up one of each of these here in the second half of the video. Here is the other Mercedes. Alright. 73 Volvo 142 GL. So if you're a fan of 70s cars, let alone European exotics, boy, this is a case you're going to want to pick up. This one in a teal color. Not sure that I've ever seen those wheels before. I don't know if that's something new, but it looks really good on the Volvo. And again, there's the card art. The Volvo number 4 of 5, the Mercedes number 1 of 5. Here's the other Volvo. And again, I believe this would be the chase piece if you end up finding one of these that's black instead of teal. Continuing on, number 2 of 5, the BMW M3 E46. We have seen this a number of times before. I know it appeared in the Fast and Furious car culture set a couple years ago, white with those kind of bright green and teal wheels. Here it is in more of a factory red. 2 of those. Here's the other one. And last out of the case, number 5 of 5 in the set, the Alpine A110 or A110 in the Alpine kind of factory livery color. This was present on their Formula 1 team as recently as a couple years ago, so nice to see it kind of outfitted in some Alpine blue with the red and black stripes. Looked pretty good. And finally, here's the other one. Alright, that is the entire case unboxing and the assortment, at least in my case. Let's pause momentarily. When we come back, we'll have one of each of these open off the card and on the spin table. All right, everyone, one quick thing I wanted to do that I've never done before is show you all 5 of these lined up in order so you can see what the card art looks like all lined up. A lot of times the card art for these car culture sets will actually line up with each other. This time it really doesn't, but it's still worth taking a look at all 5 models in numerical order. All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with me. Going in numerical order, number 1, the 72 Mercedes-Benz 280 SEL 4.5. Let's take this out of the box. Now, as I said during the unboxing, this is by far my favorite of this set, and I think it will be for a lot of people. We have seen this car before. It's appeared in black in, I think it was a Modern Classics set that it appeared in black, but this is the first time that we get an opportunity to take a look at it in this beautiful color. Gotta tell you guys, this green, almost an olive green color, pops really, really well. You have the silver pinstriping along the side of the car, a license plate on the back, as well as the Mercedes logo, which you'd come to expect. Now, again, if you're not familiar with these car culture sets, these are what I like to call, quote-unquote, big boy Hot Wheels, and that's, in every sense of the word, that makes the most sense with these sets. They are metal on metal, rubber tires, full tampo and detailing throughout. If you collect Hot Wheels, these are definitely the sets that I would recommend you try and pick up and collect all of them. They are just so impressive. And then, of course, you can't say enough about the card art, too. It almost makes me feel bad about cracking these open, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do for a review. On the underside, you can see all of that information, and I will zoom in on that for those that want to read that. I know it's a little hard to see with it being chrome and shiny, but there you go. Copyright 2019, Hot Wheels made in Mattel, and it has a base code in black of R40, so R40. That is the Mercedes. On to number 2. Here we have the BMW M3 E46. For an M-Series car, I always was a fan of this one. I thought it just looked awesome. In fact, there was a little bit of time there that I thought I was going to own a BMW when I was a little bit younger. I was going to pick up a 328i, but obviously I decided against that. But at least we can dream in 1/64 scale anyway, and in bright red, we have this Beamer. Again, the 10-spoke wheels look really impressive in chrome on this car. Again, full tampoing with your headlight, taillight detail, European-style white license plate, and of course the BMW logo. If you're not familiar, the BMW logo is actually paying homage to BMW's origin story, and it actually is supposed to mimic a spinning propeller on a plane. So perhaps something you can win a bar bet on with that bit of knowledge. Taking a look at the base on this model, again, we have R40 on the base. This one is all in black, so again, it is a little bit even harder to see than on chrome. But there it is. There's your R40, copyright 2020 on this one. And again, taking a look underneath it, you can see that it has the dual exhaust with the 4 total pipes that exit at the rear. I always thought that was a really cool look. All right, that's number 2 of 5, the BMW. Number 3 of 5, the Lamborghini Urus. And as I said before, I'm pretty confident when I say that this is actually the Lamborghini Urus concept, not the actual vehicle that made it into production. So Lamborghini, again, some bit of knowledge that you may want to take with you and potentially win a bar bet or impress your friends and coworkers. Lamborghini started out in the tractor business, believe it or not. And there's a great story, and actually when I'm filming this video, there was a movie that recently came out entitled Lamborghini. Cannot recommend that movie enough. Very well done. If you're interested in the history of Lamborghini, or if you're just interested in cars, again, I would recommend picking up that movie. Very well done. Back to this model, the large wheels on here look really good. I think these are 5 spokes. The bright orange paint has a little bit of metal flaking to it. Hard to see. There's your engine venting that they've done with some decals. Left-hand drive for this Lamborghini. And again, I just think they absolutely knocked it out of the park with this piece. It looks really, really good. All right, number 4 of 5, the 73 Volvo 142 GL. Again, if you find this in black where it says 0 of 5, that means you have found the chase, and you found yourself an awful nice collector's item. But this one, the regular one, ain't too shabby either. I don't know what it is about this teal color, but very, very eye-popping, very catchy, and quintessential 1970s. Now, I wasn't alive in the 1970s, but I did grow up in the early 90s, and there were a lot of land yachts, cars from the 50s, 60s, and 70s still around. So it's nice to see cars from the 1970s replicated, and this Volvo is an excellent one. The wheels, I really like the profile on them. I like how the car is lowered, and it's really almost slammed to the ground. Again, I think that looks particularly great on this. There's your Volvo logo, your headlights, your turn indicators. Again, a silver pinstriping here. And again, a European-style license plate on this one. On the base of this, 1973 Volvo, copyright 2022. I believe this is a new model for 2023, debuting in this line. I don't believe I showed you the base of the Lamborghini, so let's go ahead and show you that real quick. There it is, copyright 2014 Lamborghini Urus. And again, the same base coat right there. Cool to see. All right, we have one more to do, guys. The Alpine A110, number 5 of 5. Let's get it open. Now, Alpine is a subsidiary of Renault, which again is a French car manufacturer. Alpine is kind of their performance version. So think Mercedes, like the Black Series for Mercedes, or really the SLK Mercedes. And this is what Alpine is to Renault. This 110 is really an interesting car. They market this as a competitor to Porsche, which is hilarious to me, because the styling, I don't know, the styling just doesn't say Porsche to me, and the price of this car is kind of out there, so it is what it is. That said, if you're into Renaults or you're into French sports cars, this is definitely one to pick up. You can see the black top along with the alternating red, white, and blue racing stripe. That is also the colors of the country of France, so there you go. Tie it all in together. Also, number 31. 31 is Esteban Ocon's number in Formula One, who drove for this team in Formula One. So I'm assuming that that is what the 31 number is. At any rate, it looks quite good nonetheless. On the bottom, R40 base code, copyright 2018. And there you go. That's what it looks like. I know it's a bit blurry as we bring it into focus. That will conclude the AutoStrasse 2022 Car Culture set. Hands down, one of the best sets from last year. I am filming this in early January 2023, so this set is available at the link below from JCar Diecast. You can pick up this 10 model set for $58, which that averages out to less than $6 per vehicle, so very, 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 very good value in my opinion, and you're guaranteed to get yourself a set. You can go from store to store to store and not be guaranteed to find any of these, let alone find a complete set. If you get it from JCar Diecast, you know you're going to get yourself at least one set, probably two sets, maybe even with the black chase car. That'll do it for this video. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time, take care, be well. I'll see you in the next review.